What's up guys, it's Joe, and this week I'm gonna talk to you about something that's kind of serious. Alright, so recently I was walking around in Manhattan and I just happened to notice that 98% of the people had their head down looking at their phone. No one was looking up, no one knew what was in front of them or anything. I wanted to just walk into everyone. It's crazy because I know I'm a part of it, but we are all slowly becoming useless. I'd be willing to bet that most of your day is spent staring at your phone screen. Everything we do revolves around this thing, and it's like sickening, and to me at least. And I keep doing it. Think about how much time you could have spent with your friend or your girlfriend if you couldn't text them. You'd actually have to be outside in the world talking to someone face to face and actually enjoying their company. Which brings me to my next point. Most people don't know how to have a real conversation. And I think it's because of the phones. Like there was this one time I was talking to this girl and I didn't even notice, but we were talking and then after an hour she was like, you know, I really noticed that you don't stare at me in the eyes when you talk. But I was like, wow, that's awful, because like that's a basic human thing. Like you're supposed to stare at someone in the eyes when they talk. And I feel like it was because of the phone, because when you're staring at your phone, everything's moving around, like there's things sliding, flipping, all kinds of stuff. And like when I'm just talking to a person, I wasn't entertained enough or something, so I just had to look around for something else. The reason why I'm making this video is because I know that a lot of younger people watch these videos. I don't know why, but I know a lot of younger people watch these videos. And if you are young, then I just want you to know that there's way cooler things than the internet in life. I'm not trying to be your dad or tell you what to do. I'm just, you know, expressing my opinion. Like when I was a kid, I would cry like hard, like a hard cry, like I would cry if I couldn't go outside. Like that was my punishment. Like if I did something wrong, my parents wouldn't take away my phone or iPad, not that I had one anyway, but they were like, you're not going outside, and I would just cry for about 8 hours. When I say things like this, people are gonna be like, well, I don't have any friends. Well, then make some friends. People don't like me because I'm ugly. That's ridiculous. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, because that's not gonna get you anywhere. You need to make real friends, and you have to know how to have a conversation and how to talk to people. You can't text your way through life. It's really easier than you think. The reason you can't make any friends is because your entire life, the way you made friends was clicking a button and sending a friend request. That's not how you make friends. One real friend is better than thousands and thousands of followers on a social media network. I promise you that. We text so much, it's insane. You know when two people start dating and they just spend way too much time together, and you and your friends are like, they're gonna hate each other soon because they spend way too much time together. That's how it is with all of us because of social media. We are constantly involved in each other's lives whether we like it or not. And because we're constantly involved, that means we're also subconsciously judging each other non-stop. And people wonder why these young kids have no friends and no confidence. It's because if you sit on the internet and just post your life for everyone to see, someone's not gonna like it. If you didn't have social media, which I didn't when I was younger, I mean, there was probably tons of people who hated me, but I just never knew about it. I just don't like how our whole lives are now based around likes and followers, and like that shouldn't be it, especially if you're a kid. If you're a kid, you should be worried about like making a basketball team or getting good grades or like being the fastest kid in school or like, you know, things like that. I don't know, but not about Twitter followers or like Instagram likes. I saw a quote recently and it read, this media that we call social is anything but social, which could not be more true. If anything, social media is ruining actual social encounters. You ever notice how people go out and they just can't just go out? If you're gonna go out, you have to take a video of what you were doing, or you gotta take thousands of pictures so that you could post them on social media. Like, you don't have to prove to people that you have a life. If you're gonna go out, just go out, have a good time, live in that moment. You don't need to take pictures of everything so you could post it on social media and be like, look, I did this. Like, we get it, just have fun. I feel like everyone's trying to prove themselves to everyone, like, look, I'm cool. And again, I'm gonna say this 10 more times in this video, I am also a part of that. I do it also, but I'm self-aware now, and maybe we can change, and I'm gonna try and change and slow it down on these social media networks. I don't know about you, but I don't want to look back on my life and realize that I missed something because I was too caught up being this close to my phone. And I'm not saying let's get rid of technology, never use our phones. I'm not saying that. I'm not like a crazy hippie that's gonna like live in a treehouse now. All I'm saying is like we could turn it down a little. Turn down for what? Shut up. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying get rid of technology. I'm just saying when you're out with your friends, if you're at a bar or, you know, you're at the park or you're just running around or whatever, you don't have to be looking at your phone. You don't have to know what Gary's eating for breakfast or what dress Jamie wore last night. Tweet less, live more. Do other things, like read a book or something. I don't know. In fact, if you want to read a book, then you could head over to my good friends at audible.com. If you don't know what audible.com is, it's like a site where they have 150,000 audiobooks. So if you're like me and you hate reading, like, you could listen to the book right before bed. Instead of creeping on every social media you have, just throw some headphones in and close your eyes. Now you're reading a book. I'm currently listening to Step by Step to Stand-Up Comedy by Greg Dean, because I might start getting into stand-up comedy, and it's like a really cool thing, actually. So go to audible.com/Santagato and get a free download when you sign up. It's a free 30-day trial. It's free. Who doesn't like free? I love free. That's why I'm American. Free. Don't forget, it's audible.com/Santagato. The link should be over here, or here, or here, or here, anywhere over here. If you know what Audible is and you know like all the books, like I'm new to it, so just if you want, comment in the comment section and let me know what I should listen to next, alright? And I'll see you guys next Tuesday.